This is Steve McQueen's bike right here.
Did Steve McQueen drive it?
He has ridden this bike.
I absolutely love Steve McQueen. In my office, there's two pictures of people. One of them's Jimi Hendrix, one of them's Steve McQueen.
Oh,
Does it work?
Yes, it works.
Okay.
Flip now. Hold on. Yep. And let's go for lids. And you got two dispensers. It usually holds around 10 cans each.
All right.
First up, a guy waltzes in with a 1951 Excelsior Symphony Grand Diamond Point accordion. Try saying that 5 times fast. Rick is intrigued but cautious, while the old man is already suspicious. The customer wants between $2,000 and $2,500, but the accordion hasn't been serviced in a decade. Yikes. Grandpa makes it crystal clear. I'm 70, and I ain't what I used to be either. Drama overload.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. What I have here is a vintage 1951 Excelsior Symphony Grand.
All right, so where did you get this?
I got it from my father. When he turned 16, his parents bought this for him because he was being groomed to be in the Philharmonic.
Okay.
But he thought otherwise. When he turned 17, he left home and joined the Navy.
So naturally, Rick tries to play the thing. He gives it a go, and let's just say he won't be joining a polka band anytime soon. But it does work, which is a miracle considering its age. After some back and forth and a wisecrack from the old man, the seller accepts $2,100. Don't quit your day job, Grandpa mutters. Savage.
Oboe. It's like a portable organ. Accordions have been around since the early 1800s, and believe it or not, they've had an amazing impact on music around the world. From polka to mariachi, accordions are everywhere. When was the last time it was serviced?
Probably 10 years ago.
Everything inside this thing is wood.
Next, we get a potential cinematic jackpot, a script from The Godfather, allegedly signed by Al Pacino. But the signature just says Al. That's it, just Al. Everyone's skeptical. Rick and Corey share that uh-oh look. The customer's confident, but Rick's already raising red flags. This isn't a studio-used script, he notes. The tension is thick.
It came with a picture of the Godfather and an autograph inside, signed by Al.
That's all we have is Al?
You think it's the owl we're both thinking of?
Where did you get this?
This actually came in a donation to Catholic Charities in a box of books.
Okay.
It's got a name embossed on the front, Robert Evans.
Time to call in the document expert. He inspects the signature like it's the Zapruder film. It's got good flow, he says. The loop matches Al Pacino's known autograph patterns. Surprise twist. The signature is authentic. The customer lights up like Times Square on New Year's Eve. It's really Al Pacino's signature. He beams. Talk about a plot twist.
Signed by someone named Al. I'm crossing my fingers it's Al Pacino. So I invited my buddy down to help me figure it out. What do we got here? A script from The Godfather, signed by Al.
I'm a document examiner having to do with famous people. The Godfather has kind of entered our lexicon.
Rick goes into full Don Corleone mode. I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. The offer? $500. The customer's face drops faster than a bad poker hand. He wants at least $1,000. Rick stands firm. It's hard to display, he says. After a few seconds of awkward silence, the customer declines. Oof, major disappointment.
I'm really excited. All I'm thinking is dollar signs are going in my eyes right now. This is really Al Pacino's signature. It's pretty cool.
I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
Okay.
$500.
100, not 1,000, huh?
No, I mean, the thing is, it's not an original script. $500, I think it's a fair price.
I'm gonna have to hang on to it for a little while.
Back to that Godfather script. After all that drama, the customer walks. He's convinced he'll raise more at a charity auction. Rick shrugs it off, but you can tell he's low-key disappointed. That signature was real. The story? Even more real. And just like that, the deal dies. Fade to black.
All right, well, thanks for bringing it in.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, I'm a little disappointed with the $500 offer. I made the decision not to sell it. Now that we know it is Al Pacino's signature, a fundraiser would probably net more money than that.
Chumlee drops a bomb. He bought a 1950s Bally Western kiddie ride for $1,000. Rick and Corey are stunned. The old man thinks it sounds like a dying hog. Chum's hoping he made the deal of a lifetime. The ride does still work, kinda. If you like squeaks and rattles, that is. Cue the judgmental stares.
You actually bought this.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I paid $1,000 for it. I know you probably think it's a little too much, but I figured, we could have someone restore it and it will be worth at least a few thousand.
I think it could be a good buy. I don't know about restoring it, but at $1,000, I don't think we're gonna get hurt.
Rick's buddy from Rick's Restorations rolls in and inspects the ride. He's impressed. It's vintage, rare, and totally charming. But here's the kicker. Restoring it would cost up to $7,000. Instead, he recommends selling it as is for around $3,500. Chumlee actually made a good deal? Everyone's stunned. Even Grandpa gives him a rare nod.
This is it, Rick. It even works.
Wow, awesome. I own Rick's Restorations, and I can restore anything. Rick called me down here to take a look at this, some kind of an arcade ride. Chum, you bought this?
Yeah, stepped up and bought it to show these guys that I know what I'm doing.
I don't know. I mean, I've never had one of these things before.
Chum, what do you know about this?
I mean, it's the old 10-cent Valley ride. It's gotta be pretty old. It's 10 cents.
The ride expert's verdict? Chumlee nailed it. The ride might fetch $3,500 as is. No need to restore. Chum's grin is priceless. Like a kid on Christmas morning. Even Rick's impressed, and that's saying something. Grandpa gives him cleanup duty, but hey, it's a win. Cue dramatic music.
You guys need to lube this thing up or something, man. It's squeaky. So, what'd you pay?
Oh, I paid $1,000.
Actually, that's not bad. It's not bad. But, as far as restoring it, I don't think it's worth restoring it. I mean, I'd spend $5 to $7 grand painting all artwork on this. Honestly, I think $3,500.
A guy strolls in with Cartier bottle caps and a sterling silver opener. Cartier, people, fancy schmancy. Rick's intrigued but cautious. It's luxury, yes, but niche AF. Seller wants $300. Rick laughs and offers $50. After a mild negotiation dance, they settle on $60. Not exactly champagne money, but not bad for forgotten junk.
I got them from a storage room in the building I manage. Was fishing through it and found them.
Cartier's known for some of the best jewelry in the world, but not only did they make jewelry, they made sterling flatware, they made lighters, just 1,000,001 luxury items. Hence a sterling silver, Perrier, bottle opener, and bottle caps. If you have a really rich uncle, you can walk into Cartier and find something he doesn't have.
In walks a guy holding what looks like a World War II celestial navigation trainer. But wait, are those pin-up girls? Turns out, Ed Link designed this cheeky training tool to help bomber pilots navigate by starlight and stay motivated. Grandpa's take? If it works, do it. Classic. But Corey offers just $30. Seller walks out, dignity intact.
It's a little risque for World War II. Well, I used to work for Link Flight Simulation Division back in the 70s. And Ed Link developed the celestial navigation trainer. And of course, they had classes because the pilots that were flying the bombers to Europe would fly at night so they wouldn't have to deal with German fighters. And the only way they could navigate is with stars. So Ed Link came up with this concept to make it a little more interesting for the...
We kick things off with Dean Martin's actual golf putter. The seller claims she was married to Dean's son and has proof, including a photo of her on his show. Rick's impressed, but it's not signed, so value takes a hit. They haggle like it's a Rat Pack reunion and land at $550.
And how in the world did you ever get this?
From him. He was my father-in-law. I was married to his oldest son.
Okay. Dean Martin had an amazing career. He had a television show. It was a variety show, which they don't have on television anymore.
There is nothing.
And it went for years on end.
Next up, the boys take a field trip to check out a 1941 Indian 741 military motorcycle. Throttle on the left side, you know, so soldiers could ride and shoot at the same time. It's missing some parts, but still a beauty. Seller wants $12,000, but Rick brings in Danny the Bike Whisperer.
I mean, it's completely reversed. I'd probably kill myself. So where did you get this thing?
Well, we actually brought this up from New Zealand. My dad saw this and fell in love with it and had it shipped back up. It's basically a 500cc V-twin motor.
It's a neat bike. It's really simple technology. You just basically have...
Danny confirms it's a military model, and despite missing gauges and chain guard, he falls in love. After a roaring startup and some quick calculations, he estimates $4,000 to $5,000 in restoration, but a resale of $17,000 to $18,000. Rick strikes a deal for $9,500 after some back and forth.
1941 Indian.
This is cool. It's a left-hand throttle. That's cool. This is definitely a military version. This is a really cool piece of American history, I think. Well, let me check this thing out, and let's give it a good once-over.
Then, in stomps a guy wearing a suit of armor. No, seriously, it's handmade from recycled car hoods. The dude used to joust and sword fight in it. Rick checks it out, dodges a test swing, and politely declines. Not historically accurate, too beat up, and way too niche.
So what do we have here?
My handmade suit of armor.
Nice for some OG gangsters, right? Just did what they wanted.
Well, technically, you had to become a knight by order of the king or the queen.
Back at the shop, a woman brings in a tin mechanical Louis Armstrong toy from the 50s. It cranks up and plays trumpet, adorably. She wants $200. They settle at $125 after some charming banter. Even the old man softens up for this one.
I have a Louis Armstrong mechanical trumpet player from the 1950s.
First man on the moon.
You got to be kidding me. This is kind of neat. Where did you acquire this at?
My father gave it to me when I was a little girl.
Next, a customer walks in with a Bugs Bunny birthday poster signed by both Frizz Freleng and Mel Blanc. Chum is confused about rabbit history, but Rick spots potential. The seller paid $250 and wants more, but authentication is needed before the big bucks come out.
What do we have here? It's Bugs Bunny, obviously. It's celebrating Bugs Bunny's 50th birthday. It was signed by Frizz Freleng, the animator, and Mel Blanc, the voice.
Yeah, I don't really know too much about Bugs Bunny.
What do you mean? He did that movie with Michael Jordan.
Drew the signature expert arrives, and after dissecting the loops and bass lines, he declares the signatures legit. Estimated retail, $500. Rick offers $250. The seller pushes for $300. They shake hands at $275. Bugs wins again.
Bugs Bunny you talked about, right?
Yeah.
But whenever they have a situation where there's autographs, the guys give me a call because that's something I have expertise on. Bugs Bunny came out in 1940, officially. Now, Mel Blanc, he's known as the man of 1,000 voices because he did almost all the voices for animation.
Time for the big motorcycle reveal. Rick and crew head to Danny's shop, where the Indian bike now looks like it rolled straight out of World War II. Thompson holster, grenade holder, restored gauges, the works. Everyone's jaws drop.
That's nice.
You guys wanted it authentic, right? So it's got the Thompson and grenade.
That's amazing, dude. Amazing. I absolutely love it.
This Indian actually was used in a military form back then.
Rick braces for the cost. Restoration ran $14,000, bringing their total spend to $23,500. But Danny estimates it can now sell for $30,000 to $35,000. Rick pretends he's mad, but deep down, he's grinning ear to ear.
All right, that's all cool. Now, how much does this thing cost me to fix?
Well, you guys said you wanted to go back to original, and I mean, obviously, it's not just throwing a coat of paint on it. I mean, there's all of the original parts from back when it was a military bike. So Shannon went crazy on the shopping.
No dramatic ride into the sunset for Rick's prize. As the perfect bike gleamed, we all expected him to mount up and roar off. Instead, he calmly wheeled in a pristine trailer. The message was clear. This wasn't just a motorcycle. It was a rolling museum piece, immune to road grit and random weather.
Sweet. I guess that's not bad.
I firmly believe you can get 30 out of this bike, absolutely. You know, a bike like this would really appeal to a military collector or a guy who really likes Indian motorcycles would really fall in love with this bike.
The episode opens with big news. Lily's internship is ending. Chumlee immediately blurts, "You're not pregnant, are you?" Classic Chum. Rick, trying to stay serious, reminds everyone it's been a whole year since she joined. The old man drops one of his philosopher lines. Life marches on. Rick laughs. Did you just read that in a book? The shop's bracing for goodbyes. And probably more Chumlee chaos.
I have some news.
Not pregnant, are you?
No. Jeez. Anyway, my 1 year review's up.
It's been a year already?
Yep.
No way.
Yeah.
First customer of the day strolls in with a Pony Express Bible. He claims only 300 were printed in 1859. Rick lights up instantly. Now that's American history. Corey rolls his eyes. Seems dumb to carry a Bible when you're racing mail. The seller insists writers swore an oath on it. Rick admits it's cool but rough. The spine's destroyed. Half the cover's gone. Seller wants $5,000. Rick calls for Rebecca, the book guru. Time to find out if it's divine or a dud.
What do we have here?
This is a Pony Express Bible.
Okay, so it's a quick read?
Quick read. Nothing to it at all.
Very cool. Where did you get this?
I got a friend of mine that cleans up after estate sales, and so he gave me a call when he had a box of old books, and this was in it.
Cut back to Lily's final review. Rick gives the full dad speech. You're a fast learner, on time, and you'll do great. The old man praises her for not picking up Chumlee's habits. Then, plot twist. Rick offers her a part-time job. Lily beams. Chumlee snorts. So you failed, huh? The old man adds, word to your mother. These guys can't have one heartfelt moment without ruining it.
You're going to do well in life.
Thank you.
Lily has been working here for the past year, earning credit as a college intern. She's been great, but her days as an intern are over. All we have to do now is review her performance.
Rebecca arrives to inspect the Bible and instantly corrects the myths. There are more than 12 known copies, she explains, though still rare. She dives into the history of founders Russell, Majors, and Waddle, devout men who actually made riders swear not to drink or swear. Corey's face says it all. I'd drink after 100 miles on horseback. The woman's a walking encyclopedia, and Rick's hanging on every word.
A guy came into my shop with what he claims is a Pony Express Bible. It's cool, but it's in really rough condition. So I asked Rebecca to stop by and check it out.
Rebecca flips open the Bible and spots something crucial. It's not a Pony Express copy. The gold-stamped inscription says Overland Mail Company, not Russell, Majors, and Waddell. Translation: close, but no cigar. The seller's crushed, but Rebecca redeems him fast. Still rare. I'd value it at $6,000 to $7,000. Rick's eyes go wide. In that shape? She nods. In that shape? Holy smokes. He just struck old, torn gold.
They can't swear, they can't drink, they have to deal honestly with their fellow men.
You put me on a horse for 100 miles a day, and the first thing I do when I get off that thing is go to the bar.
Rick starts negotiating. The seller still wants $5,000. Rick offers $2,500. The seller pleads for $4,000. Nope, Rick smirks. My best is $3,000. They haggle like it's the Wild West, but finally, deal at $3,000. Seller laughs. I'll take the cash. Rick grins like a kid at recess. Another historical win. Turns out you can buy the good book for a price.
Okay, because I was thinking you were going to say like $300.
Well, it's still part of the American West, and there weren't that many of these. It's not a surprise that it's kind of destroyed.
Meanwhile, Chumlee's teaching Lily the art of silver polishing. You gotta use elbow grease, he insists. Lily mutters, I don't even know how to polish silver. Chumlee smirks. You'll learn. Rick catches her mid-polish. Who told you to do this? Chum, she says. Rick groans. He's not your boss. Lily's too nice to complain, but you can tell she's wondering if this promotion was worth it.
It doesn't seem like something I should be doing. I don't even know how to polish silver.
You'll learn, trust me. This is what Rick wants. All right, as part of your training, I'm gonna have you do all these, and just let me know when you're done. I'll come check them.
Moments later, Rick catches Corey and Chumlee throwing a football in the shop. He snaps, "You're at work." Chumlee fires back, "I'm on pre-lunch." Rick isn't amused. He shuts it down fast. Lily helps you. She's not your assistant. Chumlee tries one last word. "No," Rick interrupts. "Don't let it happen again." Chumlee grumbles to the camera. If they didn't invest in new talent, they'd never have found me. Tragic, but true.
What have I told you guys about playing ball?
Interception! Ah!
You guys are at work.
Can you hand me that ball?
No, it's not a place to play. It's a place to work.
We're not playing. We're throwing the ball.
I'm on my lunch break.
Next customer, a rabbi with a chilling World War II propaganda poster. It reads, "All the men of Lidice, Czechoslovakia, have been shot." Rick's stunned. That's powerful. The rabbi explains it was made by artist Ben Shahn, memorializing the massacre after the Nazis destroyed the Czech village of Lidice. Those who forget history are bound to repeat it, he says. Heavy stuff. Rick calls in, you guessed it.
That is, hold on. All the men of Lidice, Czechoslovakia have been shot. The women deported to a concentration camp. The children sent to appropriate centers. The name of the village was immediately abolished. Wow, that's a powerful poster.
Mark Hall-Patton, history wizard and hat icon. Mark arrives and confirms it's authentic. Ben Shahn worked for the US government, documenting Nazi atrocities, he explains. The story's brutal. After Reinhard Heydrich's assassination, the Nazis wiped Lidice off the map to make an example. Corey shakes his head. If you can read this and not get pissed off, something's wrong with you. The rabbi nods. Rick asks, "What do you want for it?" $3,000, he replies. Fair.
That's one of the really well-known posters of World War II.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Ben Shahn was the artist on this. He was a Lithuanian that moved to America.
Yeah.
When World War II happened, he went to work for the federal government.
Corey estimates they could sell it for $2,000 to $2,200. Rick goes straight to business. "I'll give you $1,500. The rabbi smiles. Deal. They shake hands. Mark beams. History preserved, lesson learned. Corey jokes, "That's the first time a rabbi ever gave us a discount." Rick grins. "Yeah, but it's for a good cause. Powerful history, fair price."
I mean, how much were you looking to get out of it?
$3,000.
Yeah, I've seen the poster before. I think we could probably get $2,000, $2,200 out of it if we sold it.
Then, chaos shifts to sci-fi. A guy strolls in with a Pepsi R2-D2 vending machine from Japan. Corey lights up. This is the droid you're looking for. The seller owns over 2,000 Star Wars collectibles and even runs a store in Brazil. He proudly says it came from a 2006 promotion. Corey's already nerding out. If it works, I might have to keep it.
This is a Pepsi R2-D2 vending machine.
All right.
This is the drawer you were looking for.
More of a C-3PO guide.
Oh, really?
They flip the switch. Lights, sounds, soda. It works perfectly. Corey's impressed, but cautious. If something's made to collect, it's usually not collectible. The seller wants $5,000. Corey nearly chokes. It's cool, but not that cool. He offers $1,000. The seller argues, people would line up just to see this. Corey deadpans, I've got Picassos in the back. Oof, the force is not with him.
And you got 2 dispensers. It usually holds around 10 cans each.
All right.
So you just press the button.
It's definitely cool, and there's a market for it. We have a few issues, though.
The seller drops to $3,500. Corey won't budge. Offer stands at $1,000. The man leaves disappointed, muttering, lowball. Corey just shrugs. Another day, another galactic ego deflated. It's not personal, it's business. Even when the business involves robots that serve soda.
I just don't see it worth $5,000. I'd offer you about $1,000 for it.
$1,000? Thing is, you got to think about the rarity of it. I mean, you probably will have thousands and thousands of people lining up in front of the store just to see this thing.
We end where we started. With Lily gone, Chumlee's already posting an ad for a new intern. How much do we pay interns? He asks. Rick groans. Don't worry about it. Chumlee claims he misses mentoring. The old man whispers, maybe we should get another one. Rick smirks. So we can get rid of the village idiot. Chumlee squints. Wait, which one? Fade out. Perfectly chaotic ending.
Well, I was about to place an ad online looking for a new intern. I just wanted to know how much they made.
You know what, Chum? I will take care of that part of my business.
No, I mean, I know you're busy reading your little book and everything, so I was going to do it for you right now.
Right off the bat, a customer walks in with what looks like a cane. But surprise, it's also a gun. Rick's eyes light up instantly. It's been 20 years since he's seen one. The guy bought it from someone who needed money for teeth. Yeah, that's already a plot twist. Rick's geeking out over this James Bond meets Civil War piece.
Well, I've got an antique cane gun.
Wow, really? Where did you get it?
Well, my wife and I bought it from a friend who needed money for new teeth.
This is great. This has been a long time since I've seen one of these. Could be worth a lot of money. I mean,
it's a cane and a gun. You don't see that.
Rick breaks down how these 1800s cane guns work. Percussion cap, single shot, sketchy as hell. It was designed to fool the cops, as he puts it, and it definitely would. No maker's mark means value is a toss-up. Rick calls in an expert, but even he admits this thing might be worth thousands or not.
It's just incredibly impractical to use. For self-defense, you want a pistol.
Yeah, but this would fool the cop.
There's been laws in the books about concealed weapons since the early 1800s.
Back to the cane gun. Rick's expert shows up and confirms it's legit from the 1830s. No maker's mark hurts the value, but he estimates it's worth $800 to $1,200. Rick opens with a $600 offer, and the seller pushes hard. After a little haggling, they agree on $700. That's what I lost at the tables last night, the guy says.
How's it going, guys? I own Tortuga Trading, and I specialize in antique arms and armor.
Oh, this is it.
Wow, this is great. It dates probably around 1830. The marks are actually Birmingham proof marks.
Rick and Chum head out to test the cane gun. Chumlee dresses up like a 19th century gentleman, attempts to save the posse from a stick-up, and totally misses his one shot. We're dead, Chum. Thanks a lot. The expert deadpans. This might be Chum's worst sharpshooter moment yet.
Chum, you're going to do a reenactment. Using this cane gun, you're going to pretend you're a country gentleman back in the early 19th century. You're going to be going down the sidewalk. I'm going to activate a target.
Next up, Rick and Chum roll out to see a 1940 Indian motorcycle. And not just any Indian. This one allegedly belonged to the king of cool himself, Steve McQueen. Rick is immediately giddy. I have a photo of Steve in my office. He blurts like a fanboy. The price tag? A chill $130,000.
Okay guys, the reason I called you is I got a 1940 four-cylinder Indian motorcycle.
Well, it's definitely cool.
It was owned by Steve McQueen.
Just when it sounds like a slam dunk, we learn McQueen's bike literally caught on fire. Yup, the seller's dad took it for a joyride and cooked it. Now it won't start and the wiring's toast. But Rick's still tempted, because it's freaking Steve McQueen. Who knew a crispy motorcycle could still look so cool?
Oh man, this is sick. I absolutely love Steve McQueen. In my office, there's 2 pictures of people. One of them's Jimi Hendrix, one of them's Steve McQueen. Oh, I'm sort of big on the guy.
The negotiation is brutal. The seller wants $130,000. Rick starts at $70,000. The guy won't budge from $120,000. Rick throws out his final offer, $85,000, calculating the cost of repairs and auction fees. But the seller walks. No deal. You can feel Rick's disappointment. I am so bummed, he mutters.
For probably 6-7 years.
All right, it was shining when you bought it, correct?
It's real shiny now. It's just got a couple little chips in it.
I noticed on the gas tank there's a little bit more than a chip.
My dad went out on a ride on this thing, and it happened to catch fire.
Back at the shop, a guy strolls in with a book allegedly printed by Benjamin Franklin in 1745. That's older than the Declaration of Independence. But there's a problem. It's held together with antique tape and missing pages. Rick jokes, so is he. But that doesn't make him worth a lot. Shots fired.
This is a book that was printed by Benjamin Franklin.
Okay. Printed and sold by B. Franklin, 1945. I mean 1745, excuse me. 1945 would be a little bit off.
Despite the damage, Rick thinks it could still hold value because Franklin printed it himself. The seller's hoping for $1,500 minimum, but Rick's hesitant and calls in his buddy Dana to inspect the piece. The tension builds. Can history beat condition?
So what do you want to do with it?
I was hoping to sell it. I did a little research on it, and it goes for auction like anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000.
$3,000 to $5,000 in what shape?
It's older than the Declaration of Independence.
Dana inspects the Franklin book and drops a reality check. It's missing key pages and has been tape murdered. In perfect condition, it's a $6,000 item. But in this state, try $1,500 to $2,000 max. Rick offers $500. They counter at $1,200 and settle at $650.
Earlier, a guy brought in a book published by Ben Franklin in 1745, but it's in horrible condition, so I invited my buddy Dana down to see what he could tell me.
Meanwhile, a customer rolls in with a bizarre 1800s medical device called Lemon's Vodka. No, it's not a cocktail. It's got spring-loaded needles used to intentionally infect people. Cures baldness? He jokes. Rick, nope, I've tried everything. Classic.
I found it at an estate sale. It's got a grouping of needles.
Things like this were really common in the 1800s. There was no Food and Drug Administration. Doctors were more or less allowed to do anything to you.
Rick is fascinated. It's weird, borderline torturous, and collectible in the world of 19th century medical quackery. They settle on $250. Not bad for something that looks like it escaped from a Victorian horror movie.
This thing is crazy. It seems more like a torture device than a medical instrument. There's a big market for 19th century medical devices. The hokier, the better.
So this guy wheels in a crusty 1900 surveyor's tool, already counting his $5,000 windfall. Corey takes one look, sees the rusted gears and busted optics, and goes, best I can do is $200. The dude is floored. He goes from dreamy to furious in half a second, calls the whole operation curb trash, and makes a dramatic exit.
What do you got there, a projector?
We got William Young & Sons survey instrument.
Pretty much, man, it's what you use to draw maps with. Got a compass right there in the center of it, buddy. You know anything about how these are used or what they were used for?
Yeah, it's a survey instrument. It was used to make maps and set the railroad.